on the proposition that none of these mortgages were going to default. And of course, we know it happened.
You know, in the book, you talk about disgraceful lending practices. And there are really some unbelievable examples. You talk about Alberto and Rosa Ramirez and the New Century Financial Corporation.
Yeah, I mean, that was an example, the one example I gave. There were many like that of completely mad, crazy, I would even say deceitful mortgages. These two poor people were making $12,000, $15,000 a year. With the help of a broker, New Century put them into a $720,000 mortgage.
And lied about the amount of money they were making.
And someone, not them, wrote down 15,000 or 12,000, I can't remember, a month, not a year. That's not a small mistake. It's a little hard to believe it was an accident for me. Anyway.
So how does that go through? I mean, it would seem that there would be check after check after check to make sure that the information was correct.
Absolutely. There should have been, but there wasn't. You had at that time a rampant trend towards what first they would call low documentation loans. That means you don't look for proof on much. And then we got to no doc. You don't look for proof for anything. These were also called liar loans. Now, in this case, I don't think it was the Ramirez that were lying. It was the broker that was getting them into the deal.
And convinced them that they could go ahead and do this. What happened ultimately?
Well, of course, they couldn't afford it. I don't know all the details of this. They actually hung on for a longer period. You would have thought they would have defaulted within a month or two. Somehow, with help from the broker who was earning commission, they held on for a while, and then, of course, the house went into default.
So you've got another part of this perfect storm. Where were the regulators?
Right. Part of this euphoria, well, part of the two prongs, really. In part, the regulators were swept up in the euphoria.